Hi, welcome to another episode of The Real Life. I'm your host, Doc, and my lovely wife, PJ.
Hey, how you doing again? We just back. We're going to talk about another conversation. We're going to drop some more tea for you. I want to talk about mental illness because I'm confused. Everybody going around. Is everybody just mentally ill? The word has been used so much, and I'm sick of it. Everybody's saying they're mentally ill. I ain't mentally ill. Because there was a time when you said that, you'd end up in a mental institution. You'd be surrounded by padded walls and all that.
Yeah, they got
so
rid of
now
that.
you guys just saying this and walking around like it's a badge of honor. Y'all crazy.
Yeah.
There's no way I ain't
Well,
gonna
y'all
tell
crazy. That's why they mentally ill.
You need to stop it.
They crazy, all right? They crazy for real.
You need to stop.
Because you walking around with a badge on top of mental illness.
Hey, I got my badge.
Yeah, you definitely mentally ill.
Yeah,
and I ain't trying to
you got to be mentally ill if you're sitting up here walking around with a badge of honor saying you mentally ill.
You know, it's crazy because
Come on now, people are actually mentally ill here. People are actually, got issues.
They're worthy of the issues.
They worthy of the title. And when you get that title, usually, can't you be Baker acted or something like that? Why are these people walking around like they can't be? That don't make no sense. They're walking around saying, I'm mentally ill. You want to get Baker acted? Y'all stop walking around telling people you're mentally ill because you realize that the police can come and actually lock your tail up, and that was a nice version, but lock your ass up because you're saying that.
Here's the thing. Let me explain to you what has happened. Over the years, things have transitioned to this role or this ideology of acceptance. Mm-hmm. So that's why now it's celebrated because people turn around and glamorize everything because it spawns babies, right? So back in the day,
what do you mean babies?
No, I'm gonna explain. Okay. So back in the day when we were young, growing up, there used to be. I remember where I lived. There was this house of Leavenworth. It was, it was for the crazy, criminally insane, and crazy folk, right?
Oh.
And they would lock you up in a straitjacket, carry you away in the white wagon with a bunch of guys in white suits and lock your
tackle your ass. Tackle your ass.
and lock your ass up.
And lock your ass up.
Yeah, because you were talking about you were crazy. Something, I see dead people, that type of thing. And my man, shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, so, and it was like,
do your thing, Kendrick.
Yeah,
okay,
my man. Ahead. So it was like, back in the day, they would lock your ass up. Nowadays, they talking about we're going to give you drugs, or we're going to give you counseling, or we're going to give you these things because the psychiatric community started to accept the doctrine of acceptance and started to bring the world into this place of, even though these people are mentally ill, they just need the same love and care and compassion that everybody else needs. So then, as the acceptance started to develop, it started to develop an acceptance community of people, and it became almost cult-like. Mm-hmm. So now what has happened is over the decades of doing this, people start to say any problem they have, because mental illness is a wide range of moods, feelings, and the pathological thought that you have. Mm-hmm. It's the way you think. Mm-hmm. So, for example, there was a time when transgender was considered a mental illness. Mm-hmm. Being gay was considered a mental illness. Mm-hmm. But all of these things were considered a mental illness. And now they're no longer, the psychiatric community has now taken it off the list and saying they're no longer mentally ill. So at one time, they thought they were mentally ill, but now they're saying it's not a mental illness, but this is the way people are born. Excuse me, what changed?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
To my audience? If I go to the grocery store, say for instance, and I say, "Yo, I'm Spider-Man," right? If I did that, somebody would call the police. and the police would arrive, and then if I continued to do that, what would happen?
They call the paramedics and see if you're okay.
Would they Baker act me if I'm saying, look, I see a villain right there?
Not today. Today,
because we seen an incident where this happened.
Yeah.
The police came over because the guy said, there is a person standing right next to me.
Yeah.
They locked him up and Baker acted him.
Yeah.
Now, why is it that I could say, I'm seeing a visible person right here, why would I get locked up? But if I go to the community and say, hey, y'all, I am a natural born alien from the planet Zolo. Why is that not the same thing?
See, what it is again, it's a group of people accepting something. See, everybody's not saying they Spider-Man. Only you would be saying it.
Yeah, but everybody's not saying they're alien either. Right. Only some people are saying it.
Right.
And everybody is not saying they're him when they're her either. Only some people are saying it.
The group has expanded to say it.
Because it's only the people that believes it that accept it. Because there's a lot of people that are around here that are not going to change their pronouns. I don't care what you say. Yeah. We're going to call you what we think you are.
Yeah.
And what you look like.
Yeah.
So just because they told these people to accept it doesn't change our minds. Because there's a larger group of us who still feel like you are who we see you as.
You are what you're born out.
You are what you're born with.
Yeah.
So you could sit here and say all you want to. That to me is mental illness.
See, that's why I said mental illness is about your mood, your feelings, and your thinking. That's what it is, but it's a wide range. It covers a lot of things. So today's age, it is about the cultic-like depravity of the truth. You know, they're depriving people of the truth. If I'm a boy, I'm a man, right? And I go out and I say I'm a girl, and I go get a dress and a wig and put it on. They're forcing people to accept that I believe that I'm a girl, so you too are supposed to treat me the way I believe. So if there was a group of you big enough to say you're all Spider-Man, like in the multiverse, you know, if you're all Spider-Man and everybody there's, 20,000 Spider-Man, they would then turn around and say, at one point they would say it's a mental illness when it's 10 of you, maybe when it's 500 of you. But when it's 20,000 of you, 2 million of you saying you're Spider-Man, now all of a sudden the group brings this acceptance doctrine in and turns it into an ideology and says, you know what? Yeah, you might be thinking, you actually think you're Spider-Man. When you accept foolishness, you start to believe foolishness, and then you start to act foolish. That's what happens. Yeah. And so people started to believe the foolishness and started to accept the foolishness and started acting foolish. And I don't think I'm a man. I know I'm a man. Mm-hmm. You know you're a man, but you think you're a woman. Mm-hmm. So thinking takes place where? In the mind. Mm-hmm. So you are mentally ill. You see? That's common sense. But common sense is not common to everybody because they don't have the sense that is common. Mm-hmm. The common sense is your DNA, your body parts, mm-hmm. your physicality, mm-hmm. your chromosomes mm-hmm. dictate. They don't just determine, they dictate, meaning I'm telling you what you are. You don't tell me what you are. My chromosomes tell me what I am, and I listen to my chromosomes because I'm common to them. Mm-hmm. But when my mentality gets screwed up, mm-hmm. then now I start thinking I'm something different than what is being dictated. Example, you live in America. We drive on the right side of the road. That is it. There is no other way to do it. Everybody agrees that we drive on the right side of the road. What if I decide that I think that that's wrong because I think I'm British? So I'm going to drive on the left. Who's right? So am I mentally ill because I think I'm British and I think I should drive on the left and all y'all fools are driving on the right?
Ooh.
I'm foolish. So I start to think foolish. I start to act foolish. I accept I'm a fool.
Wow.
That is what it is.
And everybody in this country would say that you are a fool.
Yep.
Because in Britain, you can drive on the left side of the road, and that is normal there.
Because it's common.
It's common there.
Yes.
But in the United States, if you're British, don't come over here and drive on the left side of the road because you're going to look foolish. Just like we're not going to go to Britain and drive on the right side of the road, because over in the country of Britain, we would look foolish.
Exactly. The laws for Britain are common to Britain.
Yeah.
The laws for a man are common to a man. The laws for a woman are common to a woman. The laws for up are common to up. The laws for down are common to down. I can no longer say that down is up and up is down. I can't say that.
Yeah.
I would be a fool.
Yeah.
Just like I cannot say a man is a woman because he feels like one.
Ah, I see what you're saying. You're saying because we have already accepted it.
Yes.
Because it's already been common to the people in the United States, in our country, and globally, that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Changing that acceptance doesn't change what is common.
It doesn't change the common fact.
Ooh, see, that's some good stuff. I ain't even think about it like
lanes
that.
Driving on the right side of the road is as common to America as driving on the left side of the road is common to Britain.
Yeah.
Just like an XY chromosome is common to a man,
yeah,
and an XX chromosome is common to a woman.
Yes.
The chromosome is the law that dictates how you are and what you are. The laws in Britain and the laws in America dictates what side of the road you're on versus what side of the road you're on in another country.
Yeah.
It's the same principle.
Yeah.
The laws of up on this side of the planet are the same laws that's up on the other side of the planet.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you can't change it no matter what, because it's been going on for history.
It's what it is.
It is already it's already seared in the minds of the people. So you can't change it no matter what you do.
It's set. Now you can take a 2-year-old and teach them something different. You can take a 2-year-old and teach them that they can think whatever they want to think because they are free thinkers.
Yeah.
And so you can teach a 2-year-old that if he thinks up is down, he can say it all day long and you won't bother him. Yeah. And he can say down is up.
He is taught to act like down is up and up is down.
He is taught what is.
Behavior.
It's all learned behavior. A child is not knowing his name.
Mm-hmm.
A child is not knowing where he lives. He's not knowing his surroundings. He doesn't know what a number is. He doesn't know what colors are. He doesn't know emotions. He doesn't know feelings. He doesn't know fears. He doesn't know what he's supposed to be afraid of. He doesn't know what he's supposed to taste. He doesn't know what he likes. If a child doesn't know if he likes cheese or bread or meat, how can he know what sex he is?
Somebody taught him to be like that. So they're teaching mental illness?
Because you think like a fool, you accept the foolishness, and you act
like a fool.